So, the past week or so of my life has been a train wreck. And I thought I'd share that. So, buckle up, get a drink, get a snack. Where does one begin? I guess we'll begin at the beginning. Like one should. A couple of years ago, I was on a date with a guy. Didn't go well. He was snooty. He went to culinary school. He thought anything that wasn't made by some amazing chef wasn't worth his time. But he took me to this, I think, Thai food restaurant or something. I was eating some noodles that had like peanut chunks in it. Got in one of my teeth, cracked it, had a big old gap in it, big hole. Being dumb and avoiding the dentist and just filling it with dental wax so I wouldn't cut my tongue on it, being a sharp edge. So that was fine for a little while. And then recently, within the past couple of months, like, I'd get random toothaches, so I just put some numbing stuff on it, just, ignore the problem like a grown, rational adult. 2 weeks ago, I started to get an abscess in my face. So an abscess is a big old infection. So it's not fun, and it hurts. So my face grew this way. So I went to the emergency room that is closest to me, and they basically gave me a shot of some pain medication, said there was nothing they can do, they don't have a dentist. Then a couple days pass, it still hurts. I'm on antibiotics. I've been on antibiotics for like days. So I'm calling places, nobody takes my insurance. It's hell. It hurts. Everything is going wrong. So I finally have an appointment with an oral surgeon, and meanwhile, my face is growing downward and outward this way. But I got to an oral surgeon that was like an hour away, and by that time, the second abscess that had grown under my jaw, they said it was too risky, they wouldn't do it. Told me I needed to go to this specific hospital, take care of the abscess and the teeth at the same time.
Hello, I'm here because past me forgot a bunch of stuff, so I'm just going to put in little bits and pieces of information here. What I did forget is that on the 4th of July, I went to one emergency room because of the abscess in the tooth. Got a CAT scan, IV painkillers and antibiotics. I was transported via ambulance to the hospital I would end up staying in. I sat in the ER for hours crying, and I was finally seen during the first abscess. Went home with regular antibiotics and was told to come back the next day, where they would pull the teeth one day and then the next day they would do the surgery, or both at the same time. Then I was sent to the oral surgeon, and they told me they couldn't help me. I went to the hospital I ended up staying in. They told me when I called the day before that they would see me between 8:30 and noon. Went there to their dental clinic and said there were absolutely no walk-ins. So I had to wait in the ER. I waited, crying and crying. Finally got to the dental team, waited. I was sedated, my teeth pulled, and then admitted after waiting in ER after my 2 teeth were pulled for about 3 hours. And then when they finally got me in the room, there was no bed. So I was on a stretcher, waiting for a bed. Somewhere in between being admitted and surgery, I had many sticks and pokes for blood work and IV antibiotics and such. On the 12th, I had surgery to drain the second abscess, and then I was stuck there on IV antibiotics till the 15th. So because I was so lazy and didn't feel like talking, I left out a bunch of very valuable information. So, back to past me.
I think it was Friday. They went in, took me to the OR. I was waiting around for like an hour before they got me in. Educated a bunch of people about, why this happened. Like, it's part of my immune problem called hyper IgE. So just spontaneous abscesses, or, if things are already irritated in one spot, there will be abscesses there. It's just what happens. So yeah, they go in, they cut right here under this lovely Pokemon bandage. And it's still open, so it's just a little bit swollen still, just right there. Just so it can drain. But I had like a big like straw looking thing stuck in there, and they were like poking at my face to try to get as much of the infection out as possible. I was in this hospital on IV antibiotics till Monday afternoon, so I was there for a good 5 days, 5 or 6. I don't quite remember. Everything's kind of melted together in my brain. That's what happened. I have terrible pictures, and, like, I'm surprised Phil could even still look at me throughout this whole thing. Like, my face was just, it looked like I had, like, some sort of tumor or something. It just looked like, I will say that overall, it just had to be done. It was done. And then when I went back, after they pulled my teeth, they sent me to the emergency room while I waited to be admitted. And this was right after they had knocked me out and pulled my teeth out and tried to drain what they could from that location in the ER in a chair for a good 2 or 3 hours before, like, I don't remember if it was my mom or Phil, but one of them were like, hey, there's an empty bed. We're sitting in the hall. Can she go lay down? She's in pain. So that was fun. Overall, my experience at this place was not good. It just wasn't. I don't want to name places. I just want to, like, tell everybody, take care of your damn teeth. If you have health problems, if anything is causing you problems, go get it fixed so you don't end up in the hospital away from all your loved ones. That's what I have to say. Like, I would go on and ramble, but I don't feel like it. I feel like I feel very happy to be home and happy to be able to eat and talk and not have my face so swollen. It was kind of rough on everybody because, you know, what do you do when your loved one is that far away and they're in pain and there's just so much going on? If you have dental problems, get the right kind of insurance so you're not paying so much for it. Find someone who will listen to your problems and educate themselves if you have certain needs or health concerns. But most of all, sometimes you just gotta put on your big girl or boy boots and go do something that's not pleasant. If I had just gotten this tooth taken care of, none of this would have happened, I don't think. Like, I still could get abscesses anyway, but I'm pretty sure they're from this tooth. I'm ready to just eat real food and lay here in bed and watch stupid things and spend time with Phil, because he took this so hard. He was a mess. An understandable mess. But I'm glad that through all of this, we've been able to communicate well and be honest with each other. And, you know, we've made a pact. I take care of myself. He takes care of himself. We look out for each other. We tell each other, go get your shit taken care of. So, that is my story. There's way more. I just don't feel like talking forever. I really don't. Like, the only thing I have to say is a bunch of the nurses I had were bullshit. But I had, like, 1 or 2 that were really, really good and caring. So, there's my bruise from my IV in my strange place. Apparently, I'm terrible to get needles into. Take care of your mouth. Take care of your health. Remember to tell your loved ones to take care of their health. And I will see you next time. Okay, so this is just a quick little update. Today I had my follow-up. I went back to the hospital that I had surgery in. They told me everything is good. Everything looks good. Basically, they looked at my mouth, looked at my neck, felt me a little, and said, go find yourself a regular dentist. We don't take your insurance, and we're going to make you explore the hospital. Because we got there, I had to go sign in at the security desk, went all the way to their dental clinic. Dental clinic sent us to admitting because you need to register every time you go there. So we're sitting in admitting for a while, and then we go all the way back to the dental clinic, and we sit there for a while, and then they see me for like
2 or 3 whole minutes, and was told, find a regular dentist and Mederma will make my scar heal nicely. So that's it.